you have got to think about Bobby Dodd Stadium. It is the oldest stadium in FBS history, built in 1913. On the campus of Georgia Tech, this place has seen a lot of great college football through the years. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Yellow Jackets will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First carry of the season for this transfer. At the 35, he's loose. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. They'll move the tight end. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Right side, it's Powell. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness.
Snags it and he's open. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
At the 10-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Gibson. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll give it to the transfer, first carry of the season. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jet.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Out wide left, it's Gibson. Turning it on, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. On the move, he fires. Out wide right, it's Odom. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Quick give. It's Hawkins. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job, and the pressure builds. And then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters. And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. He'll pull it down and run. Right side, it's Odom. So they had the big play, but it's all for naught as the illegal forward pass cost them. The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. On his way back from the 20. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Out wide right, it's Johnson. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? That last completion left him with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Throws it off the RPO. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Gibson. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Trying to beat the D deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Brought down at the 29-yard line. And first down for the offense.
And the Cowboys are flying down the field. Grabbed over the middle. It's Edwards. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Going for 6. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Got his man down the middle.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Sells to run, looking to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Third and long right here. On the RPO, got him. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. Back to throw, it's Mendoza.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Oof, that boy's got you holding your breath every time he runs the football. So elusive, so fast. He scrambles around, buys time, and throws an incompletion. But every incompletion even looks good because it's so exciting to watch.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
He's going to take off. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Paging George D. Burdell. Paging George D. Burdell.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Changing the routes with his receivers. Wide receiver going in motion. Got to make the play on 4th. Look out! The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Can hold on in the face of the contact.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Stopped right there.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blink, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in the ground.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
And, man, the defense really needed that. They needed that for their confidence. 3 drives already, 3 touchdowns. They haven't found a way to solve the puzzle till now. Nice job getting the stop, getting a little bit of momentum, and now hopefully your offense is energized and excited because they got the football back.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running to the left. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Right side, it's Hawkins. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this. Churns into the pile. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial. That's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man. You get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. Under pressure. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. The penalty pushes the offense back for this 2nd down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. On the run, fires downfield. Left side is Odom. Caught, and he's got room. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
That is a huge play for the offense, but you know the defense is just kicking themselves. They had them set up in 2nd and long, and that was just a short throw. All you got to do is rally to the ball carrier and bring him to the ground. They couldn't get it done. Way too many yards after the catch, and they give up a big one on defense.
They think they can create space here with a run to the right. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They give it to him again. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
I love when offenses are stubborn and they run the football. That's a really good thing. Those are body blows that sometimes throughout a game can lead up. But the offensive line, they got to pave a little bit better room. Like, there needs to be a little bit more room so this guy can break free and get in the open field, try to make a play. Now it's 3rd and 6, so now probably a passing situation.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Out wide right, it's Allen. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. Jukes his way for more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll take the penalty and move them back.
Number 16 on field goal.
It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with a look at Oregon State taking on the number 23 team, the Oregon Ducks.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
And it's the Beavers coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
Looking to throw, it's Mendoza.
Now let's...
Makes the grab in their space. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. The fake and wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Such a great job by the defensive back, dropping beyond the sticks, understanding where the ball's going, breaking on the football. Great eyes, great vision, and great hands. Looked like a wide receiver getting that INT.
Tight end now in motion. First play of this drive. Oh, pressure's coming. And he gets rid of it.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Hand off, Gibson working left.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Cowboys will use their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Cowboys need to pick it up on fourth down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Snapped on fourth down. Escapes the pressure going right. Not gonna make it. And the fourth down gamble backfires.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Extending the play. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Long way to go on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Allen. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Big fella's not going to make it to the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. He's changing the play.
776 captain. 776 captain. Mustang. Put hard.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Sends it downfield. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grabbed behind the line. It's Polk. Hard running there. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And the Cowboys trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And the stomping has commenced. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Out wide left, it's Powell. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. The Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Stepping to the right. He's going to run it. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
2nd down, going to throw it. Moving to his left. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. And the Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Powell. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. From From the red zone, it's Powell. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
To the air, it's Mendoza. And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out, and it's going to be a first down for the offense. Defense in the neutral zone.
Georgia Tech, 13.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. They built a comfortable lead after